What happens when the person who drains your family, mocks your struggles, and treats you like garbage finally pushes you too far? My brother thought he could sit in his room, contribute nothing, and still act like he was the smartest man alive. But the second he slammed that door in my face, I decided enough was enough. And with one click, I took away the only thing he ever cared about. If you've ever had to live with someone who thinks the world revolves around them, hit that like button. Subscribe for more real-life revenge stories that will make your blood boil, and then smile when karma finally hits. Because trust me, you're about to hear one of the most satisfying family revenge stories ever. I live in a house that should have been filled with peace. Just me, my single mom, and my older brother. Except, my brother turned that home into a prison of frustration. He's 26 years old, no job, not even a full-time student anymore. Just a man-child with an internet addiction so bad, I swear the glow of his screen is the only light he worships. He's been working on his bachelor's degree for almost a decade. For years, stretched into 6, then 7, then 8. And every time someone asks him when he's graduating, he smirks and says, 3 more years. He's been saying that for 4 years straight. My mom and I, we bust our backs. I pay for the internet, I help around the house, I run errands, I make sure bills are handled. Meanwhile, he contributes absolutely nothing. Not a single cent, not a single chore. He doesn't even join us for meals anymore. And when you try to talk to him, forget it. He doesn't answer. Or, worse, he acts like you're not even worth acknowledging. Half the time, he hides in his room like a hermit. The other half, he talks down to us in this arrogant, condescending way. He uses psychology buzzwords, twisting conversations to make himself sound superior. But deep down, he's just a lazy man who refuses to grow up. And my poor mom, she's exhausted. She's sick of his empty promises, sick of his disrespect, sick of the tension in her own home. One evening, I approached his room because I needed his help with something simple, just moving a few things around. I knocked, called his name, and he didn't answer. So I called louder. Still nothing. Finally, I said firmly, "Hey, I need you out here." Do you know what he did? He looked at me, dead in the eyes, and instead of speaking, he closed the door. Right in my face. That was it. That was my breaking point. I stood there shaking, my heart racing. My palms were sweaty, not from fear, but from rage. This wasn't just about the door. This was years of bottled-up frustration, years of disrespect, years of him making my mom cry, making me feel like the bad guy whenever I called him out. And suddenly, the answer came to me. The one thing he valued more than anything else in this world, the internet. You see, I pay for the Wi-Fi in our house. And, on my phone, an app that controls every device connected to it. One click, and his lifeline to YouTube, Reddit, gaming, streaming, all of it, would vanish.